MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Off tonight for Houston, third baseman Marwin Gonzalez.
And a swing and a miss, so a first pitch strike as we're underway here this evening. And Harold, this Angels ball club entering play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And Matt, you know, you look at their split right now, but they lost the first game, won the second one, so you're looking at momentum is on their side. That's why I'm kind of leaning towards them here in this third game. That's a nice pitch right there. He threw him a breaking ball, comes back with the fastball, and now he's late. Now he doesn't know how to adjust. He's kind of caught in between. You got him set up perfectly.
Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2. Jose Altuve waits on deck. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard. Stepping in, Jose Altuve. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. First delivery to him on the way. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. One and one. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. Simmons dives. What a stop. Wow. Here's Matt Adams now. And the average isn't pretty. Down into the roaring 220s to begin the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. There goes Altuve. Hit swung on and missed the throw. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Here's Carlos Correa now. He comes into play with a batting average in the respectable 270s. Here's the first pitch to him. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more and try to get a guy to chase your pitch just like that one.
Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hit down the third baseline. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the run will score as the Astros are off to the early 1-0 lead. Here's Justin Morneau trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away as that'll be scored a wild pitch. The 1-0 pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. In now is Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Ground ball left side. Gonzalez is able to get there, and he's set down 1 away. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. Into the windup and the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. High pop up. McCullers is there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Coming to the plate now, Mike Trout. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. To short. Throw over to Morneau is going to be in time, and with it the side is retired. Now to the plate, Brian McCann. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Brian McCann.
Here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. The windup and the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simmons is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. At the plate, George Springer, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with a bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. And that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big tilt on the slider, gets a swing and a miss.
He's such a good hitter. You don't see him miss pitches that are right there in a good hitter's location very often.
Split fingered pitch that's by him for strike 2. Ready on 1-2. And that one stayed too low apparently. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Right fielder.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, hitting just a bit over the Mendoza line on the year. Into the windup and the pitch. Seared down the first baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. 0-1. Here it comes. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Stepping up now, Cole Calhoun. He'll lead it off against Lance McCullers.
Right fielder number 56, Cole Calhoun.
First delivery to him on the way. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Well, Matt, as advertised, he's broke out with a good fastball. He likes to pitch out the fastball, but this one's in the mid-90s. We'll see him be aggressive most of this game with that fastball.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Ground ball right into the shift. Altuve has it, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Here's Justin Upton now. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
Hey, that's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
1 out, nobody on. On a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 6.
At the plate,
Designated
number
hitter,
17.
number
His average
17.
for the year sits in the 280s entering play. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So striding in, Tony Kemp, and he'll start
Leading
out
off for
there
Houston.
half of the third, top
Left
of the
fielder,
order to follow.
Tony Kemp.
First pitch coming, here it is. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Now batting.
Digging in for
Third
his second
baseman,
at bat, Marwin Gonzalez.
Gonzalez.
He singled his last time up. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Lifted into center field. Trout has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. This is hit softly to third, but little trouble handling this one down there at third, as that will end the inning. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He enters play
And
hitting in
leading
the
off for the
260s for the year.
First baseman.
Infield in the
Luis
overshift here. Now the
Valbuena.
pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. He's through first and hustling for second. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double. Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. From the stretch. 4-1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Standing in, Austin Hedges. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s.
Hedges.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
That pitch right there, he's trying to keep him from getting his arms extended. If it's out over the plate more, he can obviously do a lot of damage with it.
Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Takes a curveball right on the corner. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Waiting next is Andrelton Simmons. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. First delivery to him on the way. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate. It's strike 1. Comes set and the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch. He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and making some good pitches.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. This ball's grounded foul. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. A ground ball to third, and they could get two. Altuve for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Ready for another chance. Matt Adams. They'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Matt Adams.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hit in the air out to left field. After it is Upton. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard to short. On to first, and that is two quick outs to start the fourth. Striding into the box, Justin Morneau. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Pulled toward right center field. On the move is Trout. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He's around first, heading for two. And now he'll get into scoring position with two away. Stepping up to the plate, Brian McCann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. For Morneau, that gives him 5 doubles now on the year. Ready with the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Up with it is Kinsler. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Zach Kozar comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Good off-speed pitch had him out in front for strike one.
You know, Matt, he's having great success, but I can't say it's because of the first pitch strike. Now, that's over 60% of the time he's throwing that for a strike, but usually to have this kind of success, you would think the ratio would be much higher.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Now the pitch. Ball two.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Grounded back up the middle. And a rather easy first out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. Line toward right center. And Trout has himself a base hit. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Cole Calhoun will stand in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. Reddick is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. On to first, the double play. Standing in, George Springer. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Center fielder, number 4, George.
Here's the first pitch to him. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. In now, Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
I really love the way he's attacking hitters on that first pitch. It's over 80% first pitch strikes in this game, and that's why he's having such great success.
A called strike over the outside part of the plate. This is hit the other way out toward left field. On the move is Upton. He's there and records the first out. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hey, that's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Gonzalez.
Knuckle curve breaks outside for ball 1. Off the corner with the splitter. It's 2-0.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Justin Upton comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Justin Upton.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Hit hard towards center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Luis Valbuena. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First offering on its way. And the changeup is way low that time.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now a throw over to first, and the runner will get back standing. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And here's a ball grounded foul near first base coach Alfredo Griffin. Ready with the 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Springer has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. So a runner at first with 2 away. And that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a high pop-up. Gonzalez is there, and the side is retired. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game.
Jose Altuve.
Into the windup and the pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
A fastball down near the shoe tops. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Trout going back. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Matt Adams. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And that one swung on and missed 0-1.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And now after the 1-out double, time is called here as we'll get a pinch runner out there at second base. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
Now a shot to center field. Back goes the center fielder, but this ball has plenty behind it, and it's a home run. Here's Justin Morneau. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Some stirring now in that Angel bullpen, as it'll be both a lefty and a righty that start to get loose. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
That's a bad approach right there. Look, you may get that pitch later in the at-bat. If you're going to take a swing first pitch, it's got to be a ball you can drive. And that was not the pitch. Well, there's no doubt what he was thinking on those first 2 swings. Big power swings. Now he's got to dial it back a little bit and try to put that ball in play.
Hit down the line at first. And another foul ball. Here's another 0-2. And Morneau swings and misses there as he's down on strikes for out number 2. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that two-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Austin Hedges. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Swing and a hot shot towards the hole. Oh, but he robs him on a super diving catch.
The batter, number 2.
In now is Andrelton Simmons. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now the pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Correa ranging into the outfield. 2 down. Here's the shortstop, Zach Cozart. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. At the plate,
That's
Mike
center
Trout,
fielder,
1 for
number
2 on his line
27.
so far in the game.
Mike Trout.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Gets dirty and gloves it. Not in time. That was a big time stab. There was just
right
too much
fielder, number
speed getting
56.
down the line.
Cole Calhoun.
Digging in once again, Cole Calhoun. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Comes set. Now the pitch. And this is low, ball 1.
Well, the Angels have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
This is a foul ball.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups. He fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch.
Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over.
Back here at Angels Stadium of Anaheim. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Here's George Springer. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Blake Parker is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Angels, number 53, Blake Parker.
Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. A pause and the 0-2. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Way in front of that fastball.
Boy, that's a tough two-seamer to hit right there. Usually that two-seamer will start in on the hitter and tail away, but that one started at the middle of the plate and broke off. Uh-oh, look out now.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Now another 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Kinsler. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Ready once again, Tony Kemp. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Evan Gattis will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gattis.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 7 homers and an even 20 RBIs. Look out, 2-0 now. Pitch on the way. And he swings right through it there. 2-1.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second, and it will end the inning thanks to a little help from his first baseman, and that'll be that.
Traditional 7th inning stretch.
Here's Justin up. 1 now.
Leading off for the Halos, left fielder, Justin Upton.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit up. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. A 1-1 now to Upton. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4. Coming to the plate now, number 17. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus
Your
far.
attention, please. Now pitching for Houston.
So they'll go to the bullpen. Now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed bat. Chris Carter will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate.
Well, with the leadoff man getting on right there, Matt, they are falling so far behind. They have to capitalize. They have to get some runs and get back in this thing.
Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Another one sent foul.
I like that. Show him the curveball and then try to sneak that low 90s fastball by him. It's going to look faster coming off those breaking pitches.
And this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. Here's Luis Valbuena now. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
Valbuena.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Well, that's 2 strikes at the knees, and now you find yourself 0-2. I tell you, he's throwing the ball so well, you got to set your sights down low and look for any pitch down.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Ian Kinsler.
Chris Davinsky takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Chris Davinsky.
First pitch on its way. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And that'll slice just foul at the last moment.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. The changeup and then the fastball. And he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
Pitch taken there by Kinsler, and he's out in front now. 2 balls and a strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. Grounded down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. Ready for another chance? Austin Hedges. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Popped up, calling for it. Morneau. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Marwin Gonzalez.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a big pitch right there. Now he's got him 0-1. And he still may not be comfortable. Even 0-1, he's still a pretty good hitter when he's down the count. This is a big pitch right here.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a ground ball out to the shortstop, Simmons. Reined in onto first, and he's breezing through the 8th here with 2 quick outs. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now a flare out toward right center. Calhoun coming on, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, Andrelton Simmons. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. James Hoyt is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 51, James Hoyt.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. The 0-2 home. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play.
That's a big fastball, obviously, and we're going to see this reliever throw it a lot.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Altuve is there for it. He's got it one away. Digging in and looking for more, Zach Cozart. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You know, I doubt he wanted to get that tight with the fastball there, but hey, this is a guy you certainly don't want to let him get his arms extended. He's the kind of guy that can hurt.
Springer coming on. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 delivery. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. Both teams with 6 hits so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd. Foul.
Well, he fouled that breaking ball off a little bit early. Timing not quite there. Had a fastball to pitch before. He just got out in front of that breaking ball.
Swing and a ball pulled foul into the lower level and left. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
Hit in the air to straightaway center. Springer is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Carlos Correa. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. J.C. Ramirez enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score.
J.C. Ramirez.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And this is in the air down the left field line and into foul territory. And they can't run it down.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Carlos Correa becomes the first out of the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Trout going back on it. He gets there, and that's the second out. So coming to the plate, Brian McCann. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set. Here it comes. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. The 0-1 delivery. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
See what happens when you work fast, you stay aggressive, and you come right after guys. Man, you get great results. 2 quick outs, and now he's 0-2 on this hitter.
Kinsler is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Into the box now. Cole Calhoun. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. Tony Sipp will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 29, Tony Sipp.
Favorable call in there for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Here's a blooper out toward left center. Gonzalez is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Here's Justin Upton now. He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Now the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And this is fouled at the plate. Here's another 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the third time. Digging in for his second at bat, Chris Carter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. John Del Gustave will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. Ryan Schimpf will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir.
Oh, he got out in front of a changeup. He's looking for a fastball right there because he got the bat head so far out he was able to pull it. If that was a fastball, he might have kept it fair.
And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. Well, we watched a really solid starting pitching performance, kept the opposition at bay, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, not the longest outing you'll ever see, 6 innings, but he definitely was a factor in the game. Did a good job while he was out there, and he gets the W because of it.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros. 4 runs on 6 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For the Angels, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the Big A, 45,050. The Angels once again thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.